What's up, guys? Take Two Boy here. That's a parody. And we are going over another episode of our eSports Drift career. So this one actually happened today. So this one's a little bit more recent, so I can talk about it a little bit more freshly. So this was Street Style Reborn. This series is a championship, and it wasn't like a one-off like the last one. And I'm doing pretty well in points. I'm between 9th and 12th, I think, in that little area. And those who finish in the top 32 here are going to be earning their ESA Pro license. So this is a really important series for next season. So I'm kind of just working on the car and trying to get a good solid finish and make sure I get my top 32, which I'm pretty sure I could just not show up for the rest of the year, but I still want to do well. So it was at Long Beach and not the FD section, so I'll show you guys here in a minute. It was kind of a wonky section. I do have some opinions on it, but I'll say that more in the video. So how the qualifying works, there's no qualifying, basically just register, and as soon as you're registered, you're in. And it goes by division. So these 8 guys are already locked into the top 16, which works like a regular top 16 in a bracket and so on and so forth. So how the rest of it works is Clumsy Rev will have to battle Munsies, or Monksies, and then the winner of this goes against JT, and then the winner of this goes against Emmer's Leader, and then the winner of that makes it into the top 16 and will go against Prophet as the #1 seed. So I was sitting pretty well. Fourth out of the best of the rest, so I'm kind of cool with that. So my bracket was either Stroke. That was a stroke I just had. I had to go against Cookie, Caesar, or Taka. Never heard of Caesar, never heard of Taka, so my big threat was Cookie. Turns out Taka was the one to move on, and I was like, okay, cool, I suppose. Driving an R32, guy looked really smooth. I was kind of poaching and watching his runs. But switch the S14 as well for the series if you guys have been following it. Just felt more comfortable driving it. I might try to do some work with the S13 to get it to feel a little bit similar. But the S14 I think is going to be the way they go forward, especially next year when they're going up to a bigger rear tire. Thank you for ruining my recording there, RKD. Yeah, here's my, I got to lead first, and here's my lead run.
Oh, wow.
Aerodynamic.
Aero not winning any favors today, apparently, with his, because this is not Outrun. He's got an anime girl on the side, but sadly, I don't know. Oh boy, that is smooth.
Oof.
Oh, that transition though, that was a big mistake there. That was a big slow up from Aero. Taka just sticking behind him and staying there. Oh,
so ignore the commentary in this video, like the commentary in the source video. It was kind of a meme day for the commentary. There's like 8 people in the commentary chat. We're all having fun. I ended up jumping in there after a while too. So it's kind of like shit posty, but just ignore it. So I'm in the lead again in the pink S14. And Taka's following me in the R34. Good entry from me here. I'm really proud of this first half of this run. Nice and smooth, getting smoother and smoother every day. This is the line here. You want to, I'm not sure if you're supposed to hit a curb there, but I know for sure you're supposed to be on these yellow lines. This is about where you're supposed to come on the track. And he had been pushing out wide, so he ends up hitting me. Good for us. I haven't done anything wrong at this point. But you see, he starts scrubbing speed, and I start pulling away. Idiot, I didn't slow down enough, and I go soaring through this, and I just didn't transition soon enough. So I go way wide, big slowdown, big correction, which is really the only major big mistake that I made this entire run, which unfortunately is going to shoot me in the head. But get out to that zone pretty nice. Taka's just trying to recover, so anything you see wonky from him is completely not my fault. Get out to that wall. I could have went out a little bit more aggressive. I'm still trying to learn where the back of my car is in cockpit camera, because I'm using cockpit camera now because, you know, third person with a wheel is kind of just dumb. I don't like it. Not a fan of it. Get to this wall, and then I just don't scrub enough speed. I should have thrown maybe a little bit more angle. So I come in here way too fast, or maybe it's just my line. I see if he grabs a little bit more of the curb. Come in here way too fast, end up tapping that wall. So at this point, the run's over. So when he runs me over here at the end, it's his, first of all, it's my fault. Secondly, it doesn't matter. It's over. So yeah, that big mistake, I thought I could recover from it, but when I watched it back, because I had already recorded this video, but forgot to press record. When I watched it back, I was like, shit, yeah, there was no way I was coming back from that. But the rest of my run was really solid, which is what I want to take away from this. Like I said, this happened earlier today, and I was like super bummed out about it. So I'm really glad that there is some silver lining. There's something I can take away from this. But yeah, here's my follow run, by the way.
So they're moving on. Taka is now leading. Aero has a lot to freaking show up. He's got to definitely. This is gonna be a hard one for him. He's got to. Oh, that's right. I forgot Aero switched to wheel. That's why he's so smooth.
Oof, that's close. That transition was bad.
Don't know if this is going to be enough. I don't think it's going to be.
All right, so we're following this boy. I enter way too soon. I think I just judged off of when he was entering, but the entry point is right about where this 200 sign is, and I was just way too early. So you kind of see me shimmy the car just a bit before I set it to angle, which is my why I'm low on angle here. He basically did what I did in my lead and just really nice. Brings the car right about to where he needs to be. He starts scrubbing off speed, so I'm like, oh, I'll do the same thing. That's why I like kind of like following people as well, is they prevent you from making mistakes. So if he's on the brakes, you're gonna get on the brakes. So you're not gonna do something stupid like overshoot that corner. He kind of misses the inner clip here by a little bit. It is a wall, so I don't blame him for that. And then it's a kind of a wonky transition. Like he gets caught up on this curb a little bit and just doesn't snap quickly. If I hadn't made my big mistake, this would have been a great opportunity to just pounce on it. But I just don't, because I suck. You know, he brings it out to the zone here. This would have been a great opportunity for me to just charge on the door, but I just don't. I kind of was like, I'll wait until we get into this little power alley. And then he just takes the heck off. Doesn't really get out to the wall like I expected him to. I went shallow to try to gain ground. Obviously, I didn't go super shallow, but I went shallow enough. And he just kind of does the same thing, because I didn't gain any ground. And then here, again, I missed the wall. He gets to the wall half decent. In my last recording, I was like, nah, he doesn't get to the wall at all, but he gets to the wall half decent. And I was like, cool, I can make some ground up here. And I do. I get right to his quarter panel. But again, my major mistake, you can't really come back from that. And I'm so bummed. But again, watching it back, I feel like I did a lot better than I thought I did. Props to Taka as well. Taka did really well for somebody. I'll be honest, Taka, if you're watching this, I have no idea who you are, unless you change your gamer tag or like we've driven before and I'm just an idiot and I forgot. So for somebody who I didn't know, just come out really smooth and kick my ass. It kind of hurts, but he won. He obviously won and moved on. And congratulations to him. I just have to get more consistent with the wheel. That's just all it is. Especially in my ESDA video, which will be coming some point later this week. I'm sure I'll record it later tonight. Just not making silly mistakes like over rotating. I have a really bad problem with over rotating right now, like over rotating, missing clips, going too far onto outer zones because I'm not used to where the back of my car is. So I just seat time. But I'm trying to take away something positive from everything, from all these losses, and that lead one was great. Other than the over rotation, I didn't look all over the place. I looked like I kind of knew what I was doing. So progress. Slow progress, but it is progress. Thank you guys very much for watching. My next video will be the ESDA results, and those you should be interesting. We'll see if we made pro or not. And thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and thank you for all the support. Peace.